All right. Greetings and peace to everyone. I should say, my name is Neo, and I'm gonna try to be brief here. I'm gonna try to keep this between like 5 and 10 minutes because my video camera battery sometimes acts silly. I think I might need a new battery or something like that because one of my videos that I recently uploaded, the battery went out and it cut me off. So forgive me for that. Whatever video that was, I think that one was the dream consciousness one that I recently uploaded before this one. Okay, earlier today I got a comment from someone who saw my advanced intuition video, and I'm excited about that video. That's why I have a couple of videos about intuition, because I love having intuition. I love the level of intuition that I'm at right now, and I am even more excited if this thing even develops even more than it is right now, because it is amazing. So that's why you'll see me on my Facebook page. You'll see me talking about it a lot and teaching other people about it and having more videos on this about it. So each time I have an amazing experience utilizing my intuition, what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll record it. I'll record my experience, and then I'll have what I call intuition series as my last one, starting the series. Yeah, the last one that I created, the video I created, Advanced Intuition, that was starting the series. But the ones before that, that's just teaching you the basics of what intuition is. And I can go into it a little bit more in this video. But the reason for me starting this is someone sent me a comment on my last video, intuition video, and they asked me to give them more examples about intuition, examples of what it is and what the experience is, and my experiences, and also when it comes to women, reading women, because boy oh boys, if I can sit down and teach men how to use their intuition involving deciding which women to get involved in, as I have been using it, they will go nuts and they will just love it so much. I'm telling you, it saves me so much time, energy, stress, and all the other things that people go through when they didn't take the time to, what I call, do recon on a woman, or even for women, do recon on a man. Because one thing that I've learned within the past 2 weeks, I realized that what I've been doing lately is I've been doing recon on females before I engage. I do that with every female. No matter how beautiful she looks, I wait. I have to wait, because I've learned my lessons about a woman being beautiful and me just jumping on her and going after her, getting her number and just talking blah blah blah, and all of the fascinations that go on, infatuation that go on, that involves with the ego more than my true self, that involves the ego more than our true self, getting involved with that. Then little bit works out, but it's more like a body infatuation, infatuated with her body, the way she looks. Just because she got a big booty, I had to go chase after her, or big breasts, I had to go chase after her, or she's cute, she got the long hair. I love long hair too, especially long black and brown hair that women have, but also short hair. Now that I'm older and a lot more enlightened now and developed now, I accept a lot more coming from a woman. It's like I can see things a lot more, and I like a variety of women. It's not just one set type like I used to like. Now it's like boom, I like a lot. So I'm not singled down to just one, but now I'm more into the consciousness of a woman. How conscious is she, and can she think on her own without me being around, and how fearless is she? That's another thing, because with me, I've been learning to deal with my fear and to be able to just go and do things. And now knowing that I have this intuition, this is a power. This is a special ability that supposedly we all have, but I don't know how everybody is, and I haven't been in everybody's body, so I don't know everybody's life and how they experience things. So I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I can speak for me. Now that I have this intuition, I know how to use it, relax, and now my fear has dropped tremendously, because a lot of times I know what's about to happen and I can sense things like, oh, okay, wait, I gotta do this, gotta do that, do this because this person's getting ready to do this or say this. It's just amazing. So now my fear has dropped tremendously. So those are the type of things that I'm in, that I've been realizing that I have been doing involving women. I've been able to read them, and sometimes I can read people within a few seconds. As soon as they step in the door, I just look at them, relax, and it's just like a like real quick reading. And it's like the more I can be around them, the more I can talk to them, the more um, at least general basic stuff that normal people who look only at the physical wouldn't understand and wouldn't be able to receive, because I have learned to receive information that's beyond what's in front of me, because a lot of people, they put illusions in front of you, and if you can't sit still and stop talking, because a lot of people talk too damn much. A lot of people talk so much that they can't even give the chance to experience their intuition. So that's why I love spending time on my own in stillness, just sitting in nature and just relaxing. I don't need no music. Turn off all my cell phones, and if my cell phone, my laptop, leave everything at home if I can. Sometimes I bring my cell phone so that I can listen to some binaural beats or some kind of ocean type stuff where I can just relax and let information come to me. But other than that, I like to sit in nature and just let information come to me. And that's where I experience a lot of my telepathy. I can tell you about one situation where I was sitting in nature by myself, no music, no nothing. And I was expecting my friend to let me know when she's here at home while I was out in the park. And I was intending to make it back in time before she gets there. That was my intention. However, me being up there in nature and in silence, when she got here, I literally saw the words in my head, and I felt it too. In my mind's eye, it said, "I'm here. I am HERE. I'm here," in 2 words. And now when I got home, she was here, but at the same time, the text said, "I'm here." The text said, "I'm here." But remember, I left my phone at home and I was up in nature, but in my mind's eye, I saw, "I'm here." So that was a telepathic message, and you can say intuitive message, because sometimes I intuitively know when to go and do something at a certain time too. I just relax. So that's one example. Another example, I can go back to the beginning also. I gotta relax, because when I talk about this stuff, I get so excited. When I first really got my intuition, got my attention was really when I was here in the restaurant here, spending time with my uncle. Because my uncle, this used to be his restaurant, and I used to volunteer here with him, and at the for the cash register, and I used to cook here with him. So while I'm sitting over there in the at the cash register, just relaxing, sitting still, random strangers would come in, random customers would come in, talk to him, and then when they leave, I would all of a sudden just know things about them. And I'm like, this person is this, and this, but they don't have this, and they have that. They're single, they don't have much money. That's why they did this, and this, and that's why they said this. This just stuff just came out of me just like that, and I didn't know where it was coming from and how I knew that. So that was the first thing that really got my attention, trying to figure this stuff out. Then another example was my uncle was getting ready to get on the phone. He already finished bagging up this lady's food, and just when he said, "Okay, let me get ready to call such and such," and I told her, and I was over there again at the cash register, and I said, "Wait, don't pick up the phone yet. Don't call such and such because the lady might be coming in a little while, coming back to pick up her stuff. So that you'll be able to just give her stuff and then talk on the phone. And he was like, yeah, you're right. So then he closed it. He closed his phone. And then guess what? Within 20 to 30 seconds, that lady came right in. And I said, see? And I said, see? And I was like, wow, I don't know what that was, but I just knew that she was getting ready to come in. So that was another example. And then after that was an example. Let me see here. Yeah, I can go. I'm not gonna go into big detail about this, but it was in one of my earlier videos when I knew that later on in the week my uncle's friend was gonna come to the restaurant later that week without me talking to his friend, and his friend is his friend. I didn't have no no phone number of his friend, and I didn't even know his friend that much besides the interactions that we had here at the restaurant, and that was it. But then when I was over there washing the dishes, just something just hit me, and it felt like it was either from a crown chakra or something. I just either saw like a quick image and a slash knowing, and it was really quick. And I was like, he's gonna come either Wednesday or Thursday. And then he did. He came Thursday, I believe it was. It was Thursday. Yup. At 8 o'clock, he came in, and then as soon as he came in that door, I was like, Uncle Shaheed, tell him what I told you when he was gonna come. Tell him what I told you. He was like, yeah, he told you that. He told me that you was gonna come this day. And then his friend who's into spirituality, his friend was like, oh wow, I didn't know you was like that. And then we just instantly went over to the back and we just started talking. We talked for like 2-3 hours about spirituality and a whole bunch of stuff. And that's how I got into all of this stuff. That, and also where the fire blew out in my face. And to let you guys know, I got another video that talks about all that stuff. It's one of my early spirituality videos where I have the white t-shirt, the white N1 t-shirt, and it says N1 across the shirt, across my shirt, and I recorded it upstairs. So that one, if you want to know more information about that, that was the start of that. So that's how I got like really into intuition. And then early on, when I was 16, it happened to me early on too, but it's just those examples really capture my attention to understand what's going on and to develop this ability. But when I was 16, when my uncle left, not my uncle, my father officially left me and he never came back. I remember that day where I sat down. I think I talked about this in the video, one of my videos too, where I was in my room and I sat down on my chair and it just hit me just like that. Bam, I had a Bing moment. I call them Bing moments, B-I-N-G. And I said to myself, he's not going to come back anymore. The last time I saw him was the last time that I'm going to see him again. And I said, he's not going to come in my life anymore. And I knew it. I knew that he wasn't going to come back. So I said to myself, okay, I got to just do what I got to do. And I didn't cry. I didn't cry or nothing. I knew he wasn't going to come back. See, when you know things, and I believe things, when you know things are a lot more comfortable to you and you can relax more because you know things and you know what's going to happen. I'm telling you, if you haven't experienced this of just knowing things before they happen, it feels so good. And then you know where to be, how to position yourself, or what to say, how to be whenever something is about to happen. It feels good. So I just have to keep my mind receptive so that I can receive all this information much more. So I did experience my intuition early on in life too, about 16. It's just that I didn't know what it was. That's that. You know what? Before I continue, let me double check and make sure my battery is still going. Alright, there we go. Alright, cool. I got 26 minutes left. At least that's what it says right now. So we good to go right now. I'm feeling good right now. By the way, if you haven't been able to see, I usually am feeling good anyways. So that's a really good thing. And I do my best to keep my energy up because I know what it does to my reality, my life, and also defensive wise. Because when you stay in a low negative state of being, you make yourself susceptible to a lot of other negative entities that can just come in and just throw in thoughts, throw in all these negative thoughts in your head. That's why I tell people you have to really, really know what is your normal thoughts. If you don't know what your normal consistent thoughts are, your range of it, then you're never gonna know if it's your thought or if it's another entity's thoughts or even if it's somebody else's thoughts. And that's what I've been working to understand also, because lately I've been feeling like my telepathy has been increasing. I recently got the information that the quarantine that's over Earth is has been lifted. So it's like all is open now. So like beings from other planets can literally just come here to Earth. If I'm correct, and if this information really is correct, I'm gonna go through and make sure that I have it correct before I go into more details and start talking to more people about it. But from what I understand now, and the information that I understand now, is the quarantine that prevented other beings from coming to Earth freely has been lifted, and also all of our abilities that has been taken away from us is coming back. So I'm trying to figure out, like, is this the reason why my intuition has been increasing, or is it because I have been working to develop it much more? It might be both. I think it might be both, actually, both. But I know my intuition, the level that it was like from down here to like boom. And then as long as I keep recognizing it, it's just gonna go boom, boom, and just keep going and going to where I'm like, I could do almost anything and just know stuff. So now it's telepathy. So for the past few days, I've been trying to figure out now, are these other people's thoughts when I'm in crowds, or are these mine? Because a lot of stuff, like earlier today, I've been hearing like me just sitting down. I got a thought where I heard someone say, okay, this guy's been sitting here for a while. So I'm like, huh, was that mine? That can't be mine. So I thought it was the lady that was sitting here. So what I'm saying to you guys is a lot of people now have the ability to read other people's thoughts, to hear other people's thoughts. Not necessarily saying that I can do it, which I'm starting to feel like this ability is starting to really creep into my existence now, to my reality. But I'm saying you have to be very, very careful now more than ever, to be careful with what you are thinking and also what you are thinking about other people. Because there are very, very good people out there who are either advanced or just now understanding their abilities of reading other people's thoughts. That when you say something in your mind about somebody, you never know if that person is able to receive that thought. Just like the Green Lantern, you know, the guy with the big head, the big, ugly, crinkly, uh, vain head. When his father said, "Oh, his father said to his son, he'll never amount to nothing. He's just wasting his time." And then his son just got like pissed off, and he heard it. He heard it, and he was a professor, and he heard his students say something about him. Then he got pissed off, and then he used his telekinesis or something and made the student bounce out of the chair. So I'm saying you got to be careful. You got to be careful, because with people, if they can't receive your thought, they'll at least be able to sense what you're feeling. Because there's people, humans don't realize that they communicate non-verbally all of the time. And for the people like me who understand how to receive that information, because humans, they project energy, and most humans are not aware of the energy that they're projecting moment to moment to moment to moment. And with me knowing that I can get information from people's energy that they are projecting at that moment. Now I know to pay attention to my own my own energy. I'm like, oh wait, how do I feel right now? And I'm like, quit it with the feeling sad. Be calm and assertive. Be assertive. Be assertive. And I know to be careful. So you have to be careful with the energy that you're projecting, and that's one of the reasons why it's easy for me to read women, because it's really their energy. Energy is information. That is something that I never was taught. I knew that energy was information, because when people come around me, not I can't see their energy, but I can feel their energy, and I know if it's genuine or not. Just like with this lady who came across to me when I was at the mall, me, my cousin, and his friend, we were in a group talking. They saw me sitting down by myself with my cell phone, and then while we were talking, this lady just came up. She was like a Mormon or one of those religious people, and she had that thing around her head. It wasn't like a Muslim. It was either a Mormon. She was like one of them pilgrim looking people where she had that blue scarf around her head. I don't know what those are called. She said she was a Christian, and she gave me some kind of tract, and she came to me and she said, can I give you something, because you have something about you. And she was talking to me, and I had my two other people that I was in conversation with, and she came specifically to me and she said that you have something about you that told me to give you this tract. And it was like a religious tract. No, it wasn't Jehovah's Witness, because I know the difference between Jehovah's Witness and all the other people that do the same thing that the witnesses do, because I used to be one, so I know the difference. But she came to me and she gave me a track, and she said that there was something different about me, and that I have something special about me. No, I'm not saying this to you guys because of my ego or anything, but this is what she was saying to me. And she said that I have a glow about me, and that there's something special, that I have a higher calling to do. And she said that maybe this is God telling you that this is what He wants. And as soon as she said He, that's when I knew that, okay, this is a religious person. Because me personally, I know that the universe isn't just one gender. So that's why I say it. Or maybe he, she, but I don't really like he, she. I just say it. Or you say the universe. Or mother universe, because if it's going to be a gender, it's more than likely going to be a mother, because the mother is the creator. But anyways, she came to me, talking to me, and I guess I attracted her, brought her to me, or something got us together. And then when she left, it hit me, and that's when I read her energy right then and there after she left, and it was genuine. It was complete, pure, genuine energy. It wasn't fake. She really did mean good to me. So that's another example of my intuition. It's that energy that I receive from people, and it's like I don't think too much about it. I just sit there and just allow it to just go through my whole body, and I just see how it makes me feel. If it makes me feel good, I know it's pure and it's genuine. If it's something sticky, icky about it, then there's something going on with that person. There's something going on with that person. So that's another example of my intuition. So with the lady, she said what she said, and then she was talking to me. She asked me if I was religious. And I said, no, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. I like spirituality and stuff like that. And then she was like, oh. And then she came in front. She moved. And then my cousin and his friend was still there. And then she was like, yes, what I've been telling people about how you're not your body and yada, yada, yada. She's been telling all the stuff that I already know. And then I told her, like, yep, that's exactly what I've been doing, is telling people the same exact thing you've been telling me. That's what I've been telling the other people. So she was telling me all this stuff that I already said in my videos. So really, to me, it was like it's new to them, my cousin and his friend, but they are still stuck into the 3D thinking. So their consciousness is not really on the level that a lot of spiritual people are. Not saying that they're dumb. Not saying that. I'm just saying that they're still in the 3D thinking, as far as I know, because I haven't sensed any other higher up consciousness thinking whenever I'm with them. Because a lot of times they talk about video games. Sometimes they talk about females, and also my cousin is still working the regular 9 to 5 jobs like a lot of other people. So, well, he could be doing that for a certain reason, but to me, it's just I don't sense that he's on a higher consciousness level as far as spirituality and stuff like that. So that's why I said that information would be new to them, but not new to me because I already been through all of this type of stuff. So that's that. Those are